Okay, and we're back. And, yeah. Alright, so this one? So listen, you know, sometimes we make ice cream sundae Furbies. Sometimes we make cursed Rowlets. I tried really hard with this one. Some lessons were learned. You know, they can't all be winners. Sometimes they're cursed, or so I've been told. After I was finished with this, I posted it online and I was like, look at it. And everyone was like, oh, he's cursed. And I was like, no, he's baby. But everyone was like, no, that's cursed. And I was like, well, apparently I have a messed up perception of what cute is. So anyway, I really wanted to make a Furby look like a Rowlet, but I have learned some, hey, there's eyes. Yes, I got some new ones in. We're gonna make some eyes. We're gonna paint these white to look like the pupils of a Rowlet, but anyway, on to what I learned. So I think from now on, I'm not going to try to make Furbies look like a specific character because that seems to go wrong. At least according to other people, I thought it was cute. I still think it's pretty cute. It's fine. He can be my cursed son. His name is Oracle. That's what we've decided. I'm going to steal the Pete's off this one for him. Here we go. Steal those Pete's. Be de-peated. So the problem is, for example, with this one, trying to make something, a Furby, look like a Rowlet, it's never going to look quite right because, well, it's still got Furby anatomy. Versus, say, with the ice cream sundae Furby, I was not, like, working against what a Furby was, you know, trying to turn it into something else necessarily. It was just a themed Furby, which I think is what we're going to stick with from now on because that works out a lot better than trying to turn a Furby into an exact character. So we're going to stick with themes and, like, general things instead of being like, you know, this is Jessica Simpson Rowlet. I mean Furby. I don't know where that came from. Jessica Simpson Furby. Thinking about what that would even look like. But anyway, my point is we're not going to make anything look like specific people, characters, or things. We're going to keep it general. Like the next one I'm going to make is just, it's a long Furby, and you're going to see that. And the one I'm working on next is, there's two, I can't decide between, either a frosted animal cracker Furby or a worm on a string Furby sort of thing. But do you see what I mean? Like, it's themes. It's general things, and it's not Jessica Simpson Furby. I don't know. Anyway, so let me move on from that, my explanation. There probably will be more because there was a few mistakes made with this one, but let me move on from that and explain what I'm even doing in this here video. So I pre-gamed this a little bit. I, you know, skinned the Furby, I washed the fur, and now I'm sewing up some of the ear holes because Rowlets don't have ears, but Furbies do, and as it turns out, Furbies can look kind of strange without their ears. I guess. I don't know. I still think it's cute. And everybody was like, it's the most cursed thing I've ever seen. And I was like, my feelings. It's fine. My cursed son. Anyway, so we're going to sew up the ear holes. Make him just solid Rowlet, you know. Thread the needle. I think that's, I don't know. I've done the fact that this one in some ways failed so spectacularly is what took a while to like get another one of these out because I film one a weekend and then the following weekend I'll do the video. But with this one I felt like I really needed a win. So the following weekend I did a long Furby, which turned out pretty well. I'll have video of that too, eventually. And I just got, I don't know, kind of distracted with things, and it just took a while for me to get back into doing stuff. But it's okay, happy mistakes, right? Like, we make mistakes to learn things. This one will forever stand as a testament to my the delusions of grandeur. Anyway. But yeah, I've been looking at a lot of Furby stuff because I don't know, this is what I'm interested in now. And so there's all these like special edition Furbies that are really, really cute. I really want a Jester Furby and I really want a Wizard Furby. But it all kind of goes back to what I was saying before, where these things are cute because they're general, you know? Like the Wizard Furby is just, it's a Furby. It's still a Furby. But it's a Furby with a hat and a cape, and it's super cute. And it's got glasses. But, you know, you cross into some kind of uncanny valley when you work against the Furby anatomy. So, it's fine. We learned some things. We've learned many things. We just keep learning. And now it's just a one chunk of Rowlet, kind of. And now we're gonna fix the Pete's to look like Rowlet Pete's. You take the stolen Pete's and you make them new. Either just by squishing it with some string. Ta-da! Looks like a butt. Once again, I do not know how to sew, so there was probably some of you who are like, what are you doing every time I sew? And that is valid and understandable, but as always, keep in mind, I have no idea what I'm doing at any point in time, ever. I'd also just like to say, in looking up all this Furby stuff, not that I wasn't looking it up before, but lately I've been looking at a lot of design stuff, and I read this really long article on Wired that actually came out in '98 about the Furby being produced, and it was like a feature story sort of thing. It was pretty long, but it was really interesting, and it kind of made me, I don't know, appreciate the Furbies more. I personally still think the cutest and the best design ones are the first generation. Maybe it's nostalgia, because I was, let's see, I was like 10 or 11 when those came out, I think. Don't make me do math. Anyway, but I don't know. I really love the design of those. I think the 2012s and the Booms are still pretty cute too. Connects are all right. This might be a controversial opinion. I don't like the 2005 Furbies. I'm sorry. They creep me out. Those are the only ones I find creepy. Every other Furby, I'm like, oh, it's cute. And I can't do the 2005s. But the 98s, those are my faves. Those are the best. I want to get a Furby tattoo of a 98 Furby. And I will do that someday. Ta-da, Pete's. So now we take our stolen feets and we put them on this one. 1 Pete. Down. 2 Pete incoming. Eventually. You know what another thing I want to make is a giant Furby. I just want a large, just enormous stuffed Furby. Which I could do. The only thing is I need to find a faceplate big enough. So if anyone knows where I can get just an embiggened faceplate, I would appreciate it. Putting on Pete 2. Ta-da! He's been repeated. See, that's another thing though, is like, you see how it's like just the skin and people are like, oh, the de-skin Furbies and the skins by themselves are so creepy, and like, I don't know if I'm just desensitized. I don't find them creepy. Eyes are out. Ta-da. All right, and then Rowlet's ain't got eyelashes, so I tried valiantly to get these out, as you can see. It didn't work. It's okay. It's okay. We got a backup plan, which is scissors. We're just gonna cut that as close as we can, and we're gonna make it rain Furby eyelashes. And now painting the eyes black, because a lot of Rowlet's eyes are black, which, okay, the eyes are another thing. So you're gonna see, at the end I have the eyes one way, and then I finished late at night and I finished filming and I thought everything was fine, and then that's when I put it online. Everyone was like, it's cursed. So I went back the following day, and I don't have video, sorry, of me attempting to fix it. So you're gonna see the final thing that I have here, and then the final pictures are gonna look a little different. But one of the things that I fixed, in air quotes, is the eyes. See, my original idea was to paint all of this black, and then the eye chip, the whole eye chip was gonna be white. I thought that was cute. I liked it. I liked how it looked like just like no thoughts, brain empty eyes. But everyone was like, no, it's bad. And so to fix it, I painted the whole eye black. Oh, there I am matching the tans for the top of the beak there. I painted the whole eye black, and then the eye chip was also black, and then I just added a little bit of clay to make the like little white oval pupil thing. Personally, I liked the big vacant eyes better, but apparently I don't know what's cute. All right, so time for some more disaster, because, okay, so there's a couple ways this was cursed. I also struggled with this. The wings took 3 attempts, and I started running out of fur, so it was like, well, gotta do what I can. And right there you see, so the fur was too long, but it was the best I could find, because I didn't need a lot, and I just needed a bit, and this is the best I could find at the right price. So we're going to trim it up, and I am wearing a mask, which you may or may not see, because fur went everywhere. So now I'm trying to trim this up to match the same pile length as the original Furby skin. So let's make a giant mess. Ta-da, kind of works, mostly. And look at that. Look at that. That looks like I shaved a dog. Woo! And see that right there? You see all that hair flying in the air? That is why I'm wearing a mask. We saved that in a baggie for a rainy day? I don't know. I saved it because I was like, maybe this could come in useful. Look at this choppy job. It's fine. It's fine. This is fine. Ta-da! Now we gotta do the same thing to the green. Ta-da! Good enough. Stuff it in a bag. For some use. Probably. Alright. So now we're gonna give this beak another layer. It's gonna take... I think I took like... It was at least 3 layers of acrylics on both the beak and the eyes to get them to be, you know, not see-through and look really more uniform. All right, so now taking a look at these sample Rowlet wings and seeing how, you know, actual toy designers did it. I do not have the same kind of success, but that's okay. It's okay. It's like I said, this Rowlet Furby is my cursed son. And I still love him, but he is a monument to my hubris. So I drew the shape I wanted the wings to be. I kind of tested it out, trimmed it up as needed, and then trimmed it out on the fur. So I learned some important things with fur. This time, something you gotta be careful of is like which way the fur is laying, like which way it's going. Because that can make a big difference in how you cut it and how you sew it. And I didn't know. I probably should have known, but I didn't. So this is wing attempt 1, which I, you know, took 2 sides of the wing. Sorry, I just clapped my hands in the microphone. And then I'm going to sew them together and turn them inside out, and don't worry about it. It's not going to work out anyway. All right. So now we're gonna turn this bitch inside out. And yay, I guess. You can see I sewed it on there. It's gonna come off later. I liked the big vacant eyes. Everyone else thought the eyes was bad. All right, so now we're back to trying to fix the wings. If you look in the background there, you can see I kind of took some black thread and tried to kind of just make the two wing shapes. Didn't work out how I wanted. I think the wings in general were clearly a part where I struggled. But yeah. This is, I don't know if this is attempt 2. It might be. Oh, okay. So we have wings there. Those are going to come off. The wings in general were kind of hard. I think part of the problem is I think I placed them up too high. They kind of wind up looking like dog ears instead of wings. So let's make his tail. Ta-da, butt. And its tail, but you can see what I mean about learning the direction of fur. I think that's me making the second one there to make the fur go in the right direction. Yeah. And now I think this is making the little 3 thing in the back of his head. Little 3 bumps. Ta-da. Okay. This is another attempt at the wings. I think this is like attempt, I don't even know what at the wings. At least 3 times I made different wings. Yep, okay, so the wings came off of them back there, but I took a break from the wings to make bow tie. All the discarded wings around him. Now we glue everything to place with some of it. I think I was gonna sew this. I wanted to make this look a lot better than it did, but I think by around this point, it's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of like midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, glue it is. All right. So now I am gluing down my final attempt at the wings, even if I wanted to try again. By this point, I was basically out of fur. So instead of trying to make like separate wings, I kind of just did the same thing I did for the tail and little 3 bumps in the back where I just cut out a piece and glued it to the side and yep. Gluing on his little snazzy bow tie because he's a fancy boy. A fancy cursed boy. It's fine. It's fine. All right. So then we had this, right? So now we're gonna put that on there. Close your eyes, Furby. You don't need to see this. I think it's cute. Look at it. I make it better. Air quotations better. I thought it was better like this. We're gonna make him round. We gotta chub him up. He's a chonky boy. We still need something, so we're gonna add some lines and finishing touches. Try to add some more definition to the wings. Because at first I was really disappointed that the furs didn't match that well, and then they started matching a little too well. Okay, so here's what we got, right? And then this is what I did to try and fix it. I made him even chonkier. I fixed the eyes, and I added some yarn outlines to make things more defined. It's fine. This is fine. Thank you for watching. And as always, unfortunately, we'll be back again.